All right, Gilbert Arenas tells LeBron James the blunt truth about his son, Bronny James, LeBron James Jr. Let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Appreciate the love, support, everybody showing the channel. Best way to support is share the video, hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, and check out our NBA Talk playlist for more videos like this. And basically, Gilbert Arenas told LeBron James that, his son is the truth. You know what I'm saying? He said he reminds me of you. He may shoot better, he may jump a little higher, he is better than you at some aspects, and LeBron was probably faster and a better athlete and all that. He dribbles just as good as he did, but he says the difference is poverty. and that's the difference. You see it in boxing all the time. You see a hungry boxer that's trying to get the money, and he finally get the money, and he ain't as hungry no more. He starts lacking on his training. He started, he doesn't have hunger like Rocky. Was it Rocky 4 with Clubber Lang? And that's kind of, where LeBron James Jr. coming from. I don't have to hoop. My dad is probably going to be the next NBA owner. He on his way to being a billionaire. I don't have to do it. It ain't do or die for me. And that's the difference is that, LeBron was better. This is what Gilbert Arenas said, because he had to get out of poverty. He had to get out of his situation. He had to make it. And LeBron James Jr., you can't instill that hunger, that hardness in him, And that's what was the mistake Michael Jordan made by putting his sons in private schools instead of putting them in Chicago's public school league system. You know what I'm saying? You could build that hardness, and, and LeBron James Jr., he ain't going to put him in no LA public school, because that kid's a target. So he got to put him in private schools and all that type of stuff. But he's a phenomenal player, low-key. Even though you got Mikey, the little Mikey dude that's probably the best, in the class. But also, you got #1 in the world at that class is Dewan Wagner Jr. His daddy used to light it up for Cleveland right before LeBron got here. But he got sick, or he came down with an ailment that had to end his career. But then again, he said LeBron was taller. But look at this kid. This kid already as tall as LeBron as a sophomore, Yeah, but he just privileged. And that's the difference. And how many privileged great basketball players do you see? Now, there's some. Kyrie Irving, his daddy played in the league for a brief minute, but it's been some. But then again, it's hard to get Larry Nance Jr. to be good as Larry Nance Sr. It's hard to get Gary Payton Jr. to be as good as Gary Payton, because Gary Payton came from the mud. It's hard. It's very hard, and it's just something like LeBron going to have to figure out with his son. How to get him to that next level. Because he ain't LeBron. And part of it is hunger. And usually you see with dogs, if you breed dogs, usually their puppies are usually bigger, stronger, and supposed to be better in most cases than their parents. And LeBron James Jr. could be bigger, stronger than LeBron, but then again, he just don't have that edge. And it seemed like players that wasn't that good, their kids become better than him. Klay Thompson finally better than he was. But, players that are really, really great, their sons tend not to be as great as they were. And that's just the truth. But, Gilbert made an honest assessment, and he said LeBron said dead on. So it's just something that LeBron going to have to pull out his son. And it's hard to pull out your son when you on the road, 41 or how many games on the road they on this year. It's hard. It's hard to tell your son to go out there and be great and pull it out of him. It is extremely hard, and it's impossible. It's just something that he going to have to want. It's something that he got to go out there and put the work in. You can't give him the edge. You can't put him in a situation and, put him with a poor family and say, find your way. No. But then again, he just got to keep working. He got to be dedicated. And some of the things about being, not being in poverty and being in an upper class household, he going to have some things LeBron James Jr. didn't have. The shooting machine. He going to have access to better gyms and access to more things. So it's going to be interesting, man. But you hope the best for the kid. And you hate for him to kind of live down LeBron's shortcomings and hear it all LeBron James hater. But I don't think he will. I think everybody give him a fresh start. And really, his path might be harder than LeBron's, carrying the name of one of the greatest basketball players to ever do it. But hey, at least LeBron won't put that LeVar Ball pressure on him. But hey, let me know what you guys think about the video. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, response to your video request. All my social media links in the description. Fastest way to reach me is Twitter, then Facebook, then Instagram. We also got a Facebook group. All my links in the description. If you have a business question, query, sponsorship, or one of our advertising videos on the channel, hit me up there. Want to make a donation to the channel, Cash App CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link in the description as well. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time. We gone.